Good afternoon once again, fellow sewers. Gentleman Jim here. Today I want to give you some tips on the needle sizes that I use. I use needle sizes from 3 to 9. The 3, the smaller number, is the bigger size of needle. I use those for basting, sewing on buttons, making buttonholes. That's the bigger size. I use the 6, which is in between the 3 and the 9, for most of my general sewing. And then for my real fine sewing, I use a size 9 needle. That's for real delicate fabrics because the size of the needle determines the pick that picks the fabrics. That's what I use, 3 to 9 size needles. Another little tip that I do is protecting your seams. When I have a delicate fabric, I use a seam binding, of which I put under the edge where I'm going to sew. This permits and gives strength to the seam to keep the seam from pulling out. Now, I use regular Snowtex seam binding, which you can buy at any of your local stores. Now, there's something that we use in industry called edge tape. That's a little thicker. This is good for wools, and you sew right through it, right through the seam of the garment. These are just a few of the tips that I use so that the edges and the seams stay secure. Edge tape, seam binding. These are some of the things I use. Thank you once again. Gentleman Jim here.